Hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Come on in. Who do we have with us today? Elizabeth. Hello, hello. Mary, how's it going? Hey, Rita. Let's see. Elizabeth, I grabbed a bed instead. Good afternoon, writers. Today is a good day to have a good day. I love that. Elizabeth, don't worry though. My muscles are fine since I didn't lift the bed. I instead just left the bed where it was when I was sleeping last night. Love it. Crystal, last week was a bust writing wise, but a success in my just list of priorities. I actually did that this week because there was so much stuff and my brain could not, even though I had a plan, I'm like, oh, there's more to that plan. I just threw one together and checked almost every box. It was awesome. Let's see. Excited about today and the week ahead. My theme for August is progress, and I'm still doing it. Nice. I love that, Crystal. So how did last week go for you guys? Mine was I'd already created a light week. I knew it was going to be chaos, totally, completely. So that was fine. I knew that was coming. But the reality was, I still didn't get even that done. So I'd still taken on more than I had planned. So it was okay. But the daughter was very well celebrated and birthday fun was had. Nice surprises all the way around. We happened upon a night market in one of our little areas that we love to go to, little touristy area near us, and that was a nice little surprise. Funny part is I was trying to create it, but for the next day, and we basically happened upon it. So we got all live music, got all the little market stuff, and it was fun. It was perfect. Probably couldn't have planned it any better. Let's see, Elizabeth, I didn't get close to my goal I set for myself. I overestimated how much I could handle doing. Yes. Diane, hello, hello. Afternoon, Tracy. Afternoon, Hearties. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday right back to you. Crystal, I've got a cup of herbal caramel tea with cookie butter creamer. Cookie, that sounds good. All dairy-free and sugar-free, and my planner and a positive outlook. Love that. Sounds delicious, Crystal. I agree. Rita, my blood sugar numbers dropped to a low, so I didn't get as much accomplished as I wanted, but I shared a messy chapter and a live critique. Ooh! So lots of suggestions and rewrote it. I love that. It has been a while. Last critique group I was in. It's been a bit. It's been probably at least 10 years. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Sounds like a blast, Tracy. It was awesome. The daughter was celebrated. I got her, she turned 19. So I got her a tiara and a sash. And she wore it all day and all night. It was awesome. She had more happy birthdays thrown her way than would normally have happened. Let's see. Crystal, Dan, if you like tea, you'd love it. Yes. Elizabeth, I decided last week that I needed leave to file paperwork so I can take a medical leave of absence for my job. My gut still isn't completely healed after antibiotics. Oh, well, that is a good step. That is a good step and a smart step, and it gives your body the time it needs, right? Diane, I do, Crystal. I do indeed. Rita, this one is with Brandy Bell and S.A. Crow. Very cool. Elizabeth, I will be getting that paperwork filled out tomorrow. Perfect. Rita, their writing group is on Discord. Yeah. I have been playing with Discord. I've gone on Sarah's a little bit, but not much. And I kind of feel like I like it. I like that we get the community with how do I put that? Kind of whenever we want it. I love that. Let's see, Rita. Diane, happy birthday. Blessings to your beautiful daughter. Thank you, hon. I will send that her way. Crystal, Diane, it's Ticino dandelion caramel nut tea and nut pods cookie butter zero sugar creamer. Interesting. I have never heard that. We have dandelion tea that we make up, and it's kind of tastes like, ironically, it tastes like coffee. It actually, but no caffeine, which at night when you just want something with, dessert and you really don't want a full cup of coffee, although face it, I generally, I will when I really am in the mood. It's nice because then you have it and it's no caffeine. It tastes good. Let's see. Thank you, Crystal. As a vegan, this is definitely up my alley. Oh, very cool. Let's see. You're welcome, Dan. Let's see. Elizabeth, Stephanie, thanks. I am making progress, which is a. Oh, hold on. Stephanie, hello. Elizabeth, I am so proud of you for taking that step. You do what you gotta to take care of yourself. So true. I agree. Let's see. Where did I leave off? I did a jump. Thanks. I am making progress, which is a big step forward for me. Stephanie, this coming week for me is super busy. I have business meetings and doctor's appointments at the wazoo. Ooh, the chaos weeks, right? You're going to use all those pinch days to get your writing in, and you're going to take all those stolen moments and write in the car, write while you're waiting at your appointment, get all those little moments in, right? Let's see, Diane Elizabeth, please take care of yourself, sweetheart. Yes. Elizabeth, you are, and again, so proud. Oh, love this. I love this group, guys. Crystal, this one has chicory root in it, like coffee, sweetened with dates or figs. Oh, that is lovely, and I probably has amazing undertones to it too. Elizabeth, also, I took a road test yesterday and failed it because of not stopping correctly at stop sign. Oh no! On that, I did everything else well on the road test. Yeah, I hear you on that one. I usually am pretty good, but every once in a while I kind of flub it a little bit and I go a little bit over the line, or it's like, no, get the distance right. Rachel, hey everyone. How's your weekend going? How are you doing, Rachel? Diane, third time's a charm, Elizabeth. Yes. Stephanie, hello, Diane. Diane, hi, Rachel. Crystal, Diane, hooray. I was raw vegan 1 year and vegan 10 plus years and vegan pregnancy, but I'm ketovore now, laugh out loud. Oh, interesting. Now there's a transition. Right, let's see. Hey, Dee. Jenna, hey, y'all. I hope you are well. How's it going, Jenna? I was just thinking about you as I was putting on makeup, and I realized that you were saying, and I was thinking about how you were talking about the makeup bothers you. I have allergies too to that kind of stuff. So far, the only eyeshadow I've ever found that I can wear without any issues is MAC. I wear it all the time. It's light as a feather, and it's the only one that does not irritate me. So check it out. See if that would work for you. I love their colors too. Very pretty. Elizabeth, at least yesterday's road test was better than last month. Yeah, you're getting there. You're going to pass the next one on. Last month's road test. Okay, guys, we're going to get into it, and we're going to get our week planned. We're going to pretend. We're going to reset. We're going to forget about last week. We're going to take a look and see what we did to see if there's anything that we can do differently. The things that really worked for us, we're going to keep. Our best fixes, we're going to pull that in, make sure we throw that in next week as well. And then the rest of it, we're going to take a look and consider what could we do better, how can we change it, and what will work for us. And of course, we're going to have a different energy level next week, right? So let's see. Rachel, hey, Tracy, I'm good. Oh, thanks, son. You're welcome, Jenna. Hey, Tracy, I'm good. I got my hair done for my birthday next week, and my favorite ad is coming on Wednesday to celebrate. Oh, I love that. Oh, I wish you could send us a pic. I am due. I got to get mine done. Didn't like the last hairdresser I went to. I thought she was okay. I want it more. Crystal, my makeup is called All Natural Fresh Face with Fitness Blush. Oh, interesting. Elizabeth, Diane, thanks. This next road test I take will actually be the 6th road test of my life, although the first 2 road tests were ones I took in high school when I wasn't ready to drive alone. Ah, interesting. Okay. I am edging closer. I know I'm not ready yet. I've never actually gotten to the road test side of it. When did this first time I started? Put it this way, I started so long ago with driving that the new rules don't apply to me. Grandfathered in. My daughter, she has to wait a year. I can literally take the road test any day that I feel like. If I can get an appointment. Okay, guys, let's dive in and let's rock this. I am excited to reset and figure out everything that needs to get done. Um, I am fine with how last week went because I knew it was going to be chaos. It was just one of those weeks. Rachel, my hair is purple, blue, purple, and black braids. Oh, that sounds amazing. Um, you have to share a pic if you can, with in the heart breathing group. I want to see. All right, guys, let's dive in. First panel. Let's plan the right way. Let's have fun cruising the power of story to create a plan that works for us, moves us forward, and make sure that we are doing what matters to us. Okay, guys, why we plan: direction, focus, balance, reduce stress, and measure progress. Um, the stress and the measuring progress are probably the two most important things, and the other kind of are side benefits. But definitely they will get you there. Hey, my friend, how are you doing? You're around yesterday, I don't think. No, yesterday was a family day. It was 2 days of just, first day of her birthday was just go, go, go. And we went so much, she was like, please stop. And then the next day was a little more mellow, and we just relaxed and did some other things we wanted to do. So it was awesome. Let's see, Elizabeth. I am fine with not getting nearly as much done as I wanted to last week since I have an ongoing health issue. Yes. All right, guys, let's begin to write your story. Backstory. Definition: a set of events that have occurred before the main story. We're going to take a look at where we've been so that we know where we want to go, and we have a better idea how to get there. Rachel, Tracy, you forgot one more thing. We plan to procrastinate. You know, I absolutely love that the planner, what was it? Plotters versus no, what was it? The Kate Kavanaugh and was it Anne Sophie? I think it was Anne Sophie. They did the thing between the procrastinators and basically the plotters and or planners, and it's crazy that it was really really close, but procrastinators won. Or word count. I love that. I think I just can't believe it worked out that way, but it's so true, right? Let's see. Alyssa, stress management is important when you're dealing with physical pain. Yes. Stephanie, Rachel, well, it's true. Yes. Jordan, hey, Elizabeth. I hope you're okay. And despite the health issue, I hope you know that you have support here and that you're not alone. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Jordan. Crystal, side note, if anyone has any links to gorgeous Canva boards, I'm all eyes and ears. Ooh, nice. Let's see. Stephanie to Elizabeth. It's so true. We try and take so much of my mom's stuff off her because she's in so much pain right now. She spent last night in the air. Oh, no. Oh. I hope they were able to manage her pain and help her. Crystal, is your daughter your only one? No, I have two daughters. Let's see. Elizabeth, that was my youngest we were celebrating though. Elizabeth to Jordan, the blind world. Thanks. Thanks. I am doing well other than health problems. Yes. And you're going through the steps to manage it and find out what is wrong, which is the best thing you can do, right? Okay, guys, next panel. Reflection, successes, gold star moments. We're going to celebrate those. We're going to put little stars and check marks and whatever we can on our previous week's plan to make sure that we do those again. And we're going to analyze our challenges, our biggest distractions, and our best fixes. And again, the best fixes, we want to note those down because we want those in our catalog for the next time something comes up that's similar situation, we can deal with it because we have a list of best fixes that kept us going and kept us focused and moving forward. Let's see. Diane, I grew up vegetarian and have been vegan over 6 years. My husband almost 5. He began vegan less than 6 months after we met. Oh, interesting. Congrats. Thank you, Hun. Thank you. You were able to get it under control enough that she came home. All right, guys. Whew, let's do this. We're going to combine that with our to be continued. What needs to be continued or carried forward? How much did you accomplish? What else needs to be done? And is this project bigger or more complex than you thought? This is where I kind of got myself in trouble. There was a couple things that I wrote down, not really realizing how much larger of a task it was going to take. I wasn't thinking about it was just going to drag me out of the house and doing errands, which I did not plan for. So I ended up oopsing a bit. So it is possible to have a plan and realize that you haven't done all of it. Okay, guys, let's dive in and we're going to do our first 2 minutes. Oops, come on. There we go. 2 minutes, and we're going to celebrate, analyze, and figure out what we need to continue forward and go. Let's see. It's not. This was possible. This was moved. Here. Shoot. I left myself a note somewhere and I don't know what I did with it. Yeah, that's if they can go home and they have control of everything, that's good, right? Elizabeth, a big challenge is that I was prescribed a medication on August 1st and my insurance still hasn't approved it yet. Oh, that seems long. That doesn't seem to make any sense. Do they have an issue with the kind of a medication it is? My daughter's on one, my eldest, that is not technically in Canada, as you guys know, we have universal medical, so they kind of have certain things that are mainstream meds, I guess. They've already approved and are easily accessible. But then if you need something else, which yeah, she needs one, and it actually is a European medication, then it has to be brought in, and it's a whole other thing, and it's like crazy. But it's still eventually is kind of covered and figured out. I don't know. It's not an easy thing. So I hope that gets worked out for you. Let's see, Elizabeth. Let's see. I may end up calling the insurance myself tomorrow to get this sorted. It sounds like, yeah, that's a good proactive move. I like that. Stephanie, challenges. My editor is taking longer than she thought, and in general, I realize I can't publish by January. Fixes, I pushed back my release until April. Well, in terms of extra cash, April is probably better, and your release might actually do better. Do you have Did your audience know that January is the date, or was that still just your date? Were they aware of it yet? Stephanie, 9 out of 10, that's what needs to be done, unfortunately. Yeah. So true. Rachel, accomplishments, cleaned my apartment finally, started birthday prep. I need to do some writing. Oh, I hear you, hon. I managed to write twice last week and this week, last week. And yeah, yeah, didn't feel good. I'm mad at myself, but at the same time, I don't squeezing it in would have been more difficult. Let's see, Elizabeth, a big one for me is that I realized that printing the previous draft of this novel and using a red pen to take notes and then plot will help me avoid getting rewrite. Oh, I love that. That's good. Phyllis, hello, hon. How's it going? Elizabeth, as in rewriting scenes and chapters to brush. Okay. Let's see, Phyllis, I have to carry over some household and finance tasks from last week. I attended a conference and did get to a few of those tasks this week. It happens. It happens. I think it's also August, guys. I swear it's the month of chaos. I don't know why. There's a different vibe to it. Do you ever feel that? Like it just does not seem to be one that's as easy to organize, and I don't know why. Let's see, Elizabeth, I am changing my monthly goal to get a bunch of plotting done before the end of the month. Perfect. Stephanie, oh no, I need new pens. Almost all of the tips are gone. Oh no. Yeah, I decided to try doing morning pages, and I bought these guys, and they're a Uniball Vision Needle 0.5, and I love a 0.5 pen. This thing, at least in the notebook that I purchased, I want to fling this across the room. It's not a happy pen. Maybe really high-end, really smooth premium paper, probably be okay. Or really, really heavy, dense paper. I'm not sure which one it wants. I'm using like a lighter, cheaper notebook, and it just doesn't work. Let's see. Rita, I spent a few days writing Sarah's 6 Months for Life workbook into a new notebook. Finish rewriting chapter 7 of Lear. Nice. Still need to revise the last chapter of Lear. Jenna's workshop. Still need to do homework. Hey, you're getting there. That's a great list. Hey, Joanne. Rachel, Diane, our hubby must love. I'm a carnivore into my core. I could never leave the love of my life. Spicy barbecue chicken. Still no yoga for Rita. Barbecue chicken. I hear ya. Elizabeth, I was told when I was at urgent care the following Monday, so the 7th of August, and I was told that insurance likes to be difficult with this medication since it costs them more than other meds do. There you go. Right? There you are. Let's see. Crazy. Okay. Joanne, Rachel. Hey, Rachel. Good to see you. How have you been? Stephanie, that's is kind of how it works here. Most insurance have a list of approved meds, and then there are others that are really expensive, usually that you'd have to ask for. Yeah. And I think it's more the fact that this one just isn't on their preset approved list, and it has to take all these special request forms. I don't have to do them, but I have to be really careful then I'm ordering that I give that one a little extra space because that is that has other people having to mess with that one. Let's see, Rita, Rachel, I hear you. I'm the same. No vegans in my family. We do. We're not doing vegan. We do. It's because I can't give up cheese, guys. I love cheese. Every time I go, oh, I made a vegan meal, and then I realize I put cheese in, I'm like, that's vegetarian. But we do it every once in a while. We do like Beyond Burgers and stuff like that, and we'll use that. Hubby doesn't eat beef, so we'll use that quite often. We want to make something like good old classic tacos, or use it and make a meat spaghetti sauce or something, and it works just as well. And you don't know, and then it becomes a vegetarian dish, and generally we still feel pretty good. I'm still a beef eater though. I need it. Let's see. To do Stephanie, I haven't announced my date. No, I was getting ready to though, so I'm glad I changed it now. Yeah, see, no loss. You're okay. No one knows but our small little community, and you made a good choice because you needed it, right? Crystal, this last week was 3 big priorities that took all of my time plus caffeine fast. So no writing, but did 4 hours of writing webinars plus 2 hours of planning for success yesterday. That is nice. I like that. And the caffeine fast, your that probably contributed to your energy slightly. It will eventually bounce back, letting you feel like you have more, but it'll take a bit to get there, right? Let's see, Rachel to Joanne, I'm good. And you, Crystal, by the way, I struggled with 6 months for life. I don't know why I can't get it to work for me. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. You're probably trying to make bigger leaps than you're ready for. I have been doing 10K plus steps every day, but I didn't just jump there. I started with make sure I had my 5, then I made my 6, then kind of 7 a little bit, and then basically right up to the 10. So I had kind of primed my body over about a month and a half, upping my level of activity, and it seems to be working really well. Now it feels weird if I don't get 10K, like my body's looking for it because I've been training it, right? Let's see, Joanne to Rachel, pretty good. Finished chapter 24 of Project Sugar and Spice yesterday night, so now I'm revising chapter 25 right now. Sweet. And also getting some min work done. Beautiful. All right, guys. Let's see, Crystal Morning Pages. Thank you for the reminder. I wanted to add that back in. It's I'm trying. I know I have done them for 4 days. 2 of those days because they were the crazy days. We're not essay morning pages, but I still kind of sat down when I got to and made sure kind of getting into the practice of it. Mary, biggest distraction was YouTube as always. Also still not 100% sure about my EDC planner. Best fixes will be going back to work tomorrow, which will help a lot with routines. Oh yeah, your routines are a little out, right? Let's see, Crystal Joanne, hey girl. How's it going? Rachel, let's see, no reading yet, but I have been making notes of what I need to change when the editing process rolls around. Love that. Let's see, Phyllis, I do morning pages as well. I've been doing them for years. It is great practice. I use a Unikuru Toga 0.5 pencil. I have one of those and I did really enjoy using it. Thank you for the reminder. I may have to pull that out. Let's see, Elizabeth, what sad is that my insurance approved me to get oxycodone after wisdom tooth surgery in April, way faster than my insurance approved this acid reflux medication. Priorities? Yeah, I hear ya. Today is awesome. How about you? If I were vegan or vegetarian, my family would just no, we do it as a family. So it's we're kind of, and we mix it up. I mean, I think that's could we, if I wanted to go all the way, I would have to learn more. Plus, already being being a celiac and needing to go gluten free, I have to deal with that as well. So it's kind of what can I manage now, and I'm trying to do little steps, right? Phyllis, I write in a blue sky journal. Pretty basic, but has 200 plus pages and lasts longer. Nice. And I think for that one, you don't really want it to be too fancy because that's going to hold you back from doing morning pages the way you're supposed to, right? Joanna Crystal, pretty good. Thank you. Just revising chapter 25. Beautiful. Let's see here, guys. We are going to keep going. Anything else? Rachel, my goal for the end of the year is to start writing 700 words in 30 minutes. Oh, that's a nice practice. I love that. Let's see. Okay, guys, let's bounce back into our next panel and slide this forward. So, reluctance. What are you avoiding? Why? Does it still matter? Break it down. Make it priority number 1. Schedule it. I highly suggest Monday mornings for that. Get it off your plate so it's gone for the rest of the week. You don't have to deal with it anymore. And get it done. Avoiding, yes, this was one that, and usually, and I think I want to add maybe a few little questions. I know we have the why in there, but maybe something like, what are you doing instead? Because I find that usually when you're avoiding something, you will put a bunch of other things on top of it so the time goes away, so you don't do it. Now, what are you doing instead? I think that's also a good question to ask. Okay, guys, let's do our 2-minute timer. We're going to keep this one individual today because I think this is important. Okay, guys, and go. Okay, I gave myself 3 very simple little actions that I can take. Very short ones. 5 minutes of writing per day. That way, even if I don't get to any other writing, at least I showed up for 5 minutes. I think that would have helped a lot last week. Driving, I need to start thinking in terms of shorter trips and just getting out there at least half the week for 4 or 5 days. And I would prefer every day, but I know that's not realistic. So at least 4 days getting out there and just driving for 10 minutes. I think that would help a lot, build my confidence. And then always recording videos, which for some reason never happens. I don't know why. I'm going to utilize my phone to do some quick little videos and see if I can basically make, instead of having my big setup, I can have some simple ones, right? Let's see. I didn't realize I left my sweater behind me. Oh, well, it's fine. Let's see. Phyllis, avoiding. I am back to avoiding, sorting some papers and shredding. I think I need to schedule it weekly again. Perfect. Sean, hello. Came to hit the like button at the airport on my way to Paris. Oh, hon. Awesome. Oh, congrats. Oh, you gotta share pics with us later, hon. Crystal Jan, I'm cheering you on. I love carrot cake, by the way. Stephanie, avoiding the discovery form for my website. She's asked all the questions that I may know the answers, but it's so scary. Answer one question. How do you do that? Break it up by number of questions and answer just on a piece of paper. That way you can edit, right? Take a notebook, scribble out your answers, and then when you go back into answer, you can polish those up and it's not so daunting. Phyllis, I also think I need to buy a new shredder. I am starting to look at new ones. That might help a bit. Well, yeah, they get old and then they don't work as well. Phyllis says, Stephanie, I can definitely relate to your dilemma. Yes. Rachel, I feel like I'm avoiding writing because I feel overwhelmed. I know this is something that I want, but every time I sit down to work, there's this crushing weight on my chest. I'm learning to practice. For me, story two for one of the POV characters, I wrote the thing entirely by hand. Two notebooks full, and I loved it. Loved the process. Now I'm back in a story one and the another POV character, and I'm trying to go back to typing it out. It doesn't feel right, but I don't want to have to type up 100K words later, so I'm trying to psych myself into getting back into doing it on the computer. uh, um, so I don't know. I think I need to. How can I make that work? That is a good one. I actually have to put a note to myself about that one because that is where I'm having the problem. Is story one and process. Just make a choice. That's what I'm going to call that. I don't want to be doing it in multiple places. I know that. Let's see, Elizabeth, I'll be doing some cleaning and organizing this week as I probably won't be at work this week due to this health issue. I'll be prioritizing the filling out of the medical leave paperwork tomorrow. Love that. Phyllis to Rachel, I can relate to that as well. I have decided to give my manuscript a rest for a bit, at least over the month of August. Beautiful. Rita, a major move out everything and clean the laundry room, catch all the shelves and junk. Yes. Oh yeah, that laundry rooms are atrocious when they're that room, right? Rachel, small commitments and eventually get to the point of when I sit down to write, I'm excited and not overwhelmed. And maybe pick some playlists for yourself too or something. Something where it's a little bit fun. Give yourself some energy and something to kind of look forward to. Let's see. Stephanie, to Phyllis, it's important. It might be easy, but it's not easy. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what got me last week, is these are all little things that I thought, oh, no problem, I can throw that together. More, can't think of the word right now. Just there was more to everything than I thought, and I just ran out of time. Diane, hey, Joanne. Let's see. Elizabeth, what's crazy that my sister has tinnitus in her foot and has been out of work thus far longer than I have. Oh no! Oh, hope she gets solutions. Mary, avoiding writing again, being distracted by YouTube and feelings of overwhelm. Also started trying to organize my sticker collection and kind of made things worse, laugh aloud. I think I found a solution though. Well, that's good. Elizabeth, I need to practice driving myself and text the guy at the road school this evening since I may be able to take the test again on August 26th if they have a slot available. Oh, nice. Elizabeth, if not, I will be taking the road test next month. Yes. Oh, I hope you can get that date. That would be cool if you could wrap that up and have that done for August. Let's see. Diane to Rach, light a candle, listen to some ocean music. Oh, love that. Sip a little lemon water with a splash of salt. Oh, and breathe. Relax for 13 minutes. Oh, and that sounds amazing. All of that. Joanne, avoiding self-publishing project Sugar and Spice because that means people will read it and I don't like being perceived. Oh no! Hun, it's awesome. It's amazing. You actually care about this piece. It's better than probably 90% of what's sitting out there. You do this, hun. So you're doing it for you. You're doing it for your readers. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. Crystal, I'm avoiding boring to-dos, but must tackle them first. Yes. Oh, thank you. I like that idea. I will implement it. Perfect. Let's see. Crystal, I am going to use Pomodoro method to tackle the things I don't want to do and reward myself with fun things, writing, brainstorming, and sketching. I'm going to buy a gorgeous glass pitcher and start making my spot water and iced teas again. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I like that. Crystal, I'm going to buy a gorgeous glass. Sorry, hold on, Diane. I am good. Joanne, how are you? How's Mom's birthday? Rita, writing by hand is an amazing feeling. Think of the typing as the first set of revisions. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. That, yes, yes. I've been like, you know, when you type fast and then you always feel like, oh, I should, but there's just a disconnect between the computer and you writing. There's that one little tiny bit of distance, right? I did order, I haven't gotten it yet. I got, because the idea behind this one is I wanted to be able to have a very portable unit, right? Yes, I have my phone, but it's Android and there's certain things I cannot do on it. So I wanted my iPad, but I wanted a keyboard for it. And all the keyboards I tried were kind of like, yeah. So I saw this little guy yesterday. It's only about, if I'm guessing, it's about, I'm going to say it's about the size of a regular card, and like playing cards. So it looks like something I might love, and I'm going to try it out. If I don't like it, you'll go back, of course, but I'm going to try it out and see because I kind of wanted a keyboard with this thing, and it didn't happen. Rachel, on the plus side, I finally went clothes shopping. Ooh, nice. I love that. That's a good feeling. I don't do it often. I tend to do it maybe a couple times a year, main season changes, and or if if I know about a really good sale, then sometimes I'll do it too, but not too often. Let's see, Joanne, I'm doing well. Thank you. My mom did enjoy her birthday. Thanks for asking. I wrote a short speech for her and she loved it. Ah, love that. Elizabeth, my sister has been doing physical therapy, but her foot is still quite swollen and the bump on her foot is getting worse instead of better. She'll probably have to go to the doctor again. Yeah. If physical therapy and other remedies for healing this injury don't work, my sister could end up needing. Ah, well, you know what? Surgery is scary, but necessary when it's necessary, right? That's wonderful, Joanne from Diane. Thanks for the encouragement. The main thing I'm worried about the autistic rep and ADHD rep I'm adding to the book. Of course, I'm getting a sensitivity reader to read the book. Oh, good, good. Okay, that's good. I don't see a problem with those, but depends on the audience, of course, right? Rita, that's what I do. It always changes and adds so much clarity to my writing. Oh, perfect. Okay, a little bit of the fear taken out of that, or the frustration. It wasn't fear so much. It was the, I gotta write this again, really? But no, I hear you on that. Let's see, John, but I'm worried about how it'll be perceived if it's not accurate enough. Well, you have a sensitivity reader coming up, so you're good. You're good. You've done what you need to do. Okay, guys. Just updated all my personal writing project Kanban boards, putting them off. I am glad to have completed this task today. I love that. Okay, guys, let's dive into our next panel. This is our misbeliefs. What bad choices have you been making that are affecting your overall health, energy, and concentration? I use the example of making a small change of switching your sugary drinks for drinking water. Your body will feel so much better. I'm liking the idea of lemon water because then you get a little flavor, and that sounds actually quite delightful. It could be as simple as, like I said, about getting your steps in. Don't try to jump in and get your 10K steps off the bat. Your phone has a tracker on it for your steps. Walk around with it. You watch your YouTube videos while you walk around. I walk around the house. All around the house. I also go for evening walks with walking the dog and stuff too. But to get those steps in, I walk around the house because I realize that I'm not going to the gym. I'm not ready for that yet. Don't want to go there yet. But I want to get those steps in. So I just walk around and I walk around and I do it for 20 minutes while watching a video. And it's perfect. And I went from 5K a day, which was great, to, like I said, now I'm doing 10 plus a day and it feels amazing. So do some small change. Think about what you can do and tie it into something else that you already enjoy doing. Right, guys? Let's see. Phyllis, I drink lemon lime mint water as well. So refreshing. Oh, the mint. Oh, that sounds lovely. Mojito without the sugar. Okay, guys. We're gonna dive on in and get into our next. Nope, I'm jumping again. We need our 2-minute timer for our misbeliefs and what we're gonna try next week. One small change that we're gonna try to make ourselves feel better and see if it works. Let's experiment, guys, and go. what you guys come up with. Let's see, Phyllis misbelieves that I don't have time to eat lunch some days. My day job is very busy during the day and I work remotely. I have to revisit my lunchtime regime. You could do well with having a pre-prepped lunch of some kind that you could just grab, make it on like Sundays, and then you could just have like a pre-made salad, and the chicken and everything is kind of at the ready, and you could just kind of pop it on top, a little salad dressing, or I'm trying to think of other ones that are really easy to reheat. So kind of pasta, they're easy to reheat, they do well, and just kind of do like a batch thing, maybe two different things that you could alternate. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, one thing, and Tuesday, Thursday, the other two, maybe. Rita, I need the downtime and some days a nap. Yes. Oh, yes. Your body needs it. Don't ignore that. I think for mine, I'm going to use my misbelief that typing in the story is a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. Rita is completely right. That is technically my first draft, actually, because I think what I'm ending up doing with the longhand is zero drafting. Didn't really think about it till this moment, but that's zero drafting. I'm not able to really edit as I'm writing. Little things sometimes, spelling words or something, but I'm not editing as I go. So it's very zero draft. And then this would be my first draft and that cleaning it up. So I love that. That's going to be, and it's not a waste of time. It is the next step. Let's see, Rachel, bad habits, being too hard on myself, change, be gentle-ish. Yes, we don't want to be completely gentle because then we're not going to get done what we want to get done, and we're not going to make things a priority. But at the same time, we want to we don't want to be so harsh on ourselves that we are harming ourselves and our mental state, right? Stephanie, I need to start doing yoga again. So my goal is one time this week to yoga. Nice. Elizabeth, my misbelief, plotting will make this developmental editing take longer. Actual fact, plotting will help me stop from overanalyzing the plot and rewrite happy. Yes, yes. Oh, so true. So true. Yeah. Plotting feels like you're like, oh, I'm doing this thing. I should just go write it. It saves you time. So saves you time. All right, guys. Our next one, we're going to talk strategy. Definition for scenes is where there is action. So we want to be taking action on things that matter to us. We need a beginning, middle, and end for our strategies. We want to know how we're going to start. We know how we're going to keep going, and we want to know where we want to end up, our outcome, and we need to move the story forward, right? So that's what we're going to talk about now is all of our strategies we're going to use. So first off, clarity. What do you want to achieve this week? Why do you want to achieve it? What are you doing to achieve, or sorry, how are you going to achieve it? And you're basically entering the trials, the try-fail of your middle, right? You're going to try different things. Not everything's going to work, but we're finding out what works by trying various things, right? We might find out that something like, writing longhand, it's working for me. It's working surprisingly well, but I'm fighting it on some level because I feel like I should be able to do it more efficiently. It's not efficient. If it's working, why break it, right? So we have to try things, and then we also have to give ourselves permission for what's working for us, right? Let's see our next panel. SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable and attainable, relevant and realistic, timely and time-bound. Be intentional with your time. Be honest about what you can achieve. Do what you need to be doing. Do what you want. I can't even do this today. Do you want to be doing this right now? That's what I'm trying to ask. Sometimes we have seasons in our life where something doesn't fit, doesn't work, and we should not be doing it because we're trying to put it into a place where we don't have room for it. We don't have room for it in our hearts. We don't have room for it in our minds, right? So we need to realize when we're doing something, why this right now? Does it fit, right? Let's see. Phyllis Clarity, I am applying this to my quarterly planning, finishing Q3 updates and starting Q4 planning. Can't believe we are halfway through Q3 at this point. That is amazing and hurts my brain so bad. This year is insane. It needs to stop. All right, guys. Actions. These are some of the strategies we can use. Next task steps, measured increments, good, better, best goals, micro steps. Can we delegate something? Give it to someone else to get done? Maybe they're even more suited to it. And that way it frees up your time. The other one, this one's hard for me. Delete it. Do you really need to be doing this? Maybe it's something you've talked yourself into thinking that you need to, but it's not going to serve you. So delete it. Get it off your plate. Any problems or delays that have come up, and how are they going to impact what you have planned? This is important because sometimes there are things that are out of our control. Somebody else, you schedule something, someone else turns around, they can't do that time, and suddenly you're scrambling to make room for when they have time. And it still has to happen, but it's now you're moving things around, right, to make it happen. All right, guys, finally, deadlines. Think honestly with yourself. How long do you think something's going to take? If you finish up early, that's awesome, right? If you give yourself a really, really long time to do something, you are likely wasting time that you could have used for something else eventually. So let's be realistic about the time that we want to, what we need, with a little pinch of extra for ourselves so we don't stress ourselves out. So come up with your completion date, schedule it, break it down to your daily, weekly goals. How are you going to manage this? You need to put your weekly check-ins. When are you going to check in to see how you're doing on the project? What adjustments are you are you finding that you're needing to make? And do you need to refocus your energy somewhere? Maybe something you thought you needed to do it, or you really wanted to do it, but now you're midway through and something about it's not working. Maybe you've been kind of focusing on B when you should have been doing A. Time to refocus, right? Let's see, Elizabeth, sometimes we also are on a season where we don't know how much we will be able to accomplish each day, and we have to underplan and overestimate how long we'll take to finish tasks and add extra tasks if we can get to them. Yeah, exactly. You can have a plan A and you can have a plan B, right? Nothing wrong with that. If everything gets checked off on that plan A list, you got your plan B sitting there. Those are the extra little goodies, right? All right, guys, we're going to go into our next panel. And now we're going to start using these strategies to plan next week. Plotting. Series of related events making up a story. Generally speaking, we won't want to overwhelm ourselves, but we kind of have 3 or 4 key areas in our life that we want to have to deal with. Work, family, play, and I was going to say, and health. I'm going to put health in there. I was going to say play and health can kind of combine, but sometimes they don't. So I'm going to keep them separate. So we're going to look at where work is coming in, where play is coming in, where I missed one, not play. Our personal, our creative, our stuff that is us, right? The things that we're doing for us, that are our stories that we want to write, our novels that we want to get into the world, our art that we want to create. Even reading can fall into that because that's refilling the well, right? Self-care is important. I kind of try to put that one as its own because self-care play is really, really important. And then health. What are you doing to help maintain your health and keep yourself feeling well, making sure you have the energy to accomplish all you want to do? Okay, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Arita, all life interruptions and family stuff. Yes, Elizabeth. I will be doing plotting by typing as I go along with editing the previous draft with a red pen, since I discovered in the past that plotting by hand takes quite a long time. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things that it's maybe more relaxing, but then you got to go in and put everything in. And we're trying to find efficiency and balance within the things we do, right? Rachel, practice early morning writing. I'm definitely an early bird, but I procrastinate writing in the morning and don't like writing in the evenings. I plan to finish my first draft by the end of Q3. 6 weeks? You got this. Phyllis, thanks for reminding us that reading is important. I am doing a lot of reading and journaling right now. Very helpful to refill the well. Yes, yes, definitely. Okay, guys, the 5 basic elements of story. We're going to use these as kind of points as we're deciding what we're going to be doing next week and how we're going to break it down. You have your setting, the location where you have to do things, not always in our control, the characters, all the people in our lives that we have to deal with to get things done. The plot will be the what, which really is the easiest piece of it. That part we can control. The conflict, which is going to come in from those locations and those characters, and unfortunately, sometimes ourselves. And the resolution is that outcome, that where you want to end up. What is it that you see at the end of the week that you will have achieved? Right? So, monthly focus. I know I called this quarterly before, but breaking it down a little bit more. We usually have, quite a few of us have our quarterly plan, but we know what it is over, what we're trying to do over the 3 months. But I think it's more important to break it down to what we want to do it this month, because September is coming, true enough, but we're not ready for September. We're still in August. We want to know what August wants us to do, right? So what is new to Q3? What is new to August? What new opportunities have presented themselves that may change your plans a bit? Any prepper research that you want to do in anticipation for September or for Q4? We were talking about Q4. And anything that you need to reduce, remove, or delay. Let's see. Rachel, as much as I love reading, I use it as a procrastination tool, so I find myself not really enjoying the story because I feel guilty that I'm not writing. The best thing that I have ever purchased for myself is this watch. I have a timer on the front. They let you decide, choose your custom face, whatever you want on there. And I chose to have a timer on the front of my watch that I click. It takes me in. Generally I use the 45, 25, and 5. So I kind of got my 3 preferences that come up in my mini list. Lots and lots of time options. When I want to read, I set a 25-minute timer and I read for 25 minutes. It's amazing how much more reading I'm getting done and not falling into the guilty pleasure of reading too long. And then I read at night before bed, but that basically has a natural turn off switch in terms of being tired and needing to go to sleep. So I kind of do the two, and it seems to be working really, really well. So if you don't have the timer, if you don't have a watch, that's okay, because this can be your timer, right? So, or even just buy a cheap little kitchen timer and flip it on your books. That would have worked too. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on in and we're going to look at our monthly focus and see what we want to bring in for August that will move things forward for us and go. What am I doing here? Let's see, what did you guys come up with? I'm trying to bring up the next part we need. Let's see. Rita, for reading, I call it a day about 9 p.m. and read for hours, both in paperback and Kobo on the phone. Oh, I love that. Nice end of the day routine. Elizabeth, beta reading a novel is now added to my Q3. Also filling out medical leave paperwork and being on medical leave as long as I need is new to Q3. Yes, definitely. Rachel, August plan. Fam trip to Edmonton this weekend, maybe. Birthday next Tuesday. Well, happy birthday, hun. Sorry, I feel so old. Stephanie, new to Q3. Two friends of mine convinced me to write a book with them about disability, so that's happening. Oh, interesting project. I love that. You'll have to keep us notified how that goes. Mary, I think I just figured out why I haven't been able to get back into writing like I want. I haven't been refilling my well. I need to read, watch things other than YouTube, listen to music, etc. There we go. Perfect. Love that. All right, guys, our next panel is conflict. We are still in the summer months. I know most in the US, a lot of the kids are already heading back to school. But these are our breaks in routine. So we're probably still there. Even if your kids just went back to school, your routine is still a little broken because you haven't gotten to do your normal school year routine for a while. So we're talking vacations, surgeries, conferences, renovations, children being home for summer holidays, any of those kind of things. If our routine is broken, it could be by a day, a week, a month. It can be, like I said, the summer months for school. Wherever it's going to lie, we're going to end up having to manage our time a little differently. All right, so we're looking to figure out if it's a pleasant side of things, how we're going to set things up so that we can relax, reset, recover, participate, and enjoy. If it's on the more negative side, like a surgery or something, how we are going to allow ourselves to get things done and set up so that we can still manage to get some things moving forward, but also allow ourselves the space and time to recover and get well, right? And how long will it take to get back to normal is pretty much what we're asking ourselves, because it may be easy, it may not. It might take a day, it might take a week, it might take a month to find that routine again, doing it baby step, back to where we were, right? Let's see. Rita to Rachel, the mall is a must. It's so much fun. We went there when my kids were little, and you couldn't believe there was a skating rink. Yes, yes, there is. I haven't been there in, when was the last time we were out there? It's gotta be like 20 years. But it was amazing. It was unlike any place we'd ever been. I'll put it that way. Crystal said I'm missing out on my favorite stream. Huge interruption right now. Rachel, thanks for the suggestions, Rita. I'm so excited for the mall. Water park, here I come. Woohoo. Nice. Okay, guys, we're going to just give ourselves 2 minutes to think about if there's any of these that apply to us. Our strategies that we're going to use to free up time so that when we are actually on vacation or dealing with recovery from surgery or coming back from going to a conference where we want to give our full attention to it and we don't want to be doing business stuff, we want to be enjoying that conference. How are we going to make room for this, right? And go. where did I leave off? Where was I? Rita, the only conflict for me is now hubby needs to get his blood tests every 2 months. Before it was every 3 like me. At least it's only 30 minutes to the clinic and not hour. Oh, good, good. Okay. Rachel, conflicts myself. I am my own worst enemy. Literally, I start reading Gretchen Rubin's book, Four Tendencies, and I am a rebel. I ignore both inner and outer expectations. Here, yeah. Elizabeth, medical leave is a huge break in my routine. I will be utilizing the medical leave for what I need to use it for and will be fitting in editing when I can. Yes. You need to make health, I think, your priority, and then everything else is going to fall under it. So we're working with work, personal, play. Like I said, that includes your self-care, guys, and then health. Which one are you going to prioritize this week? I think is how we want to look at it, right? Which one has to take center stage for this stage of our lives, right? Let's see. Mary, for me, is on a break in routine. It's restarting my routines. That is the same thing, though, really, because you're coming back from that break. Since I go back to work tomorrow, I'm going to need to plan out my evenings to balance self-care while refilling and chores. Yes, this goes for weekends too. Exactly, so true. All right, guys, next panel is creative projects. This is, as always, our easy one. This is where our heart is. This is where our soul shows up on the page, right? This is the one that gets us happy and excited, and this is the one that we do for us, for ourselves. So active, on hold, and new. So I am going to continue with story 1 and get that written. And I think partly, guys, I think this is so silly. I blew through for just the one POV character. I think I murdered four of these writing that out, and it always makes me feel guilty. Where of course when you're on the computer it doesn't, but it's a silly thing they get hung up on. But I'm trying to be nice to the environment if I can, right? So just it's all these little simple hang-ups that can do us in, right? Let's see. Process what, why, and how. What do you want to achieve this week? It's purpose. Always have your why. And the steps where you want to focus, stage or beats that you need to work on, and the order of importance you need to follow. Sometimes we really, really, really think we need to be over here, but we still have to get this, whatever this is, done first, right? We want to be over here because that takes us closer to the finish line, but we're not there yet, right? We're here first. All right, guys, 2 minutes timer, and we're going to populate our plan with all the things that truly matter to us that we want to make time for in our lives, and go. Okay. Just came up with a good one. I think I want to try here. Let's see. Um, Elizabeth, I also want to replace some of the YouTube watching with reading. Reading is better self-care than watching random YouTube videos and shorts a lot of times. My husband loves Firefox for watching videos because there's no ads then, the way he says. But anyway, and I like the ads because the ads make sure I only watch a little bit. That's my strategy. I make it annoying so I don't watch a lot of it. Rita, I need to finish Lear and set up for getting it printed through Amazon. Write a new chapter and revise 2 chapters. Nice. Rachel, I want to get back into the flow of writing and getting excited about my story again. Strategies, listening to upbeat music and visualizing the scene I want to write beforehand. I love that. You could even do like a mini little, use your writer's notebook and just do a little bulleted list for a few minutes, and then you can see what that story is going to need and the fun you want to throw at your character. Let's see, I have YouTube Premium so I don't see ads. Oh, that's dangerous to me. That is so dangerous. Let's see, guys. New skills. Why this? Why now? Do you have to apply for a course or purchase it or purchase a book, or what is it that you kind of need? Is there some extra step that you're going to have to take? Is there a gatekeeper basically? Do you need to purchase the book? Do you need to sign up for the class? Do you need to buy software? Whatever it may be. All right. What is your reading study time look like? What does your practice time look like of actually practicing the skill and using it? That way you could really internalize and take it in. And how are you going to evaluate how successful you're being, give or take? Being, of course, gentle-ish to yourself because it is a new skill and it's something you're learning, but taking stock to know that you're actually bringing it into you. So it goes from being something new to something that you've taken to heart. Triple C is here. Hello, can't stay, but drop by to leave a like. Well, thank you, hon. How's it going? Let us know. Okay, guys, let's get our 2-minute timer up and let's look at those new skills that we want to bring in and how we are going to manage them to make sure that they serve us best. And go. Oh, the core. That's what I missed. Um, okay, let's see what you guys come up with. Um, You can do it, Steph. Yes, definitely. Rachel, skills. I've always been an average artist and I want to get better at it. I plan on spending 15 minutes 4 times a week on drawing things. Oh, I love that. Little doodles just build your skill up, right? Elizabeth, beta reading will take me some time. I am happy to be a beta reader, even though I'll be beta reading for the first time. I'm looking forward to providing feedback. Oh, that's lovely and very generous. Thank you, hun. Rita, proper formatting from book is book to get it ready for Amazon and do whatever else it's needed. Just do it. Yes, yes. And formatting, you'll get better with it over time, right? Diane, and who was it? I've seen a couple good videos lately. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head though. Bethany, I'm pretty sure has 1 or 2 videos, and there was another one that I just saw recently, and I can't remember who it was. Watch some YouTube videos; they can step you through, right? Diane, guilt is self-abuse. Rach, you deserve to celebrate. Reading is a gift and a celebration. Oh, love that, Diane. Rita, beta reading for the first time was so much fun, but also so nervous. I was so nervous. I can't wait to have my book read by betas and looking forward to their comments. Oh, love that. Mary, not a new skill, just going to practice planning and time management this week. Going to use mornings to read and check in with my planner. Thank you for the reminder. Morning pages. That is a new skill, so I need to show up for that, all right? There. Okay, guys. I forgot one of my own new skills. All right, guys. It's not really a skill, is it? It's more of a just a freeing exercise. It's actually quite pleasant. Let's see, important dates for the next 2 weeks. This includes the work schedule. This includes your events that you're planning to go to, any birthdays, any appointments, commitments, any workshops you want to attend. Note your time, your travel time, your action steps, your prep, any confirmations if needed. Even as simple as going out to dinner nowadays is done generally online, and you have to hit that confirmation. Taking the dog to be groomed, I have to make sure I hit that confirmation so that I don't lose my appointment, right? Paperwork. My daughter has to get some paperwork done this week. That needs to go in the plan as well. So, gotta get that done together, and that needs to happen. That's important. Can't be losing sight of that. Okay, guys, let's dive in. I'm gonna use my Google Calendar for this, but you do whatever works best for you. If you use a monthly paper planner, then use that. If you have a bullet journal with the month written out just in list form, you do that. Whatever it is that works best for you, where you're keeping most of this stuff organized so you don't lose sight of it. And begin. This would be 21 to Steve as well. So how mad crazy are the next 2 weeks for you guys? Um, I think after this week, I think it gets to mellow out finally. So this week was crazy, or week coming is crazy. The week we just had is crazy busy. So I'm looking forward actually to the next one because I think things lighten up at that point, unless something jumps in there. But looking at the dates, I'm pretty sure it's friendly. Let's see. Sounds fun, Mary. I agree. Rita with some hearts. I love it. Elizabeth, I will be working on updating my planners. I have been doing that since my health hasn't been the best, but I will be getting back to it while I am not going to my day job. Yes. And how long it takes for good bacteria to restore after antibiotics varies from person to person. For most people, the composition of the gut microbiome returns almost completely to baseline in 1 to 2 months, but for a few, things may not go back to the way they were for quite a long period of time. Yeah, and it was multiple hits too. That's just like not good for the system. Well, this is Rachel. It is a delicate balance, but you're strong enough to get through this and finish your book. Oh yes, Rachel to Diane. Thanks. See, but sometimes your girl needs some tough love. I'll never finish my book if I'm too nice. Yeah, it's true. Like we can't be nice, but we gotta kind of we can be nice sometimes. How's that? We got to be nice at least sometimes to ourselves while we're getting all the rest of it done, right? Let's see. Let's see. Elizabeth, thanks, Liz. Definitely. You're welcome. Rita, normal sprints. Friday, doctor for change of my meds. Perfect. And leave yourself a little room for as you're adjusting to the new meds because they might affect you a little bit too. So incorporate that into your plan a little bit. Guys, finally, supporting tasks. This is all those things. These are all the things. These are probably our biggest conflicts, in my opinion, because these are the ones that never take as long as we think they're going to take. This is the stuff that got me last week. The stuff that just kind of made my plans kind of go, all right. So your chores, errands. Errands, if you're out running errands, start at the furthest point, come on back from there. That way you're not wasting time going back and forth. Meal planning, which I still completely suck at, guys. I think I always will. I am a person who, I'm not kidding you, when I'm making dinner, I can change my mind 3 times while I'm making it as to what I'm making. So I don't know if meal planning will ever be my thing. I try. I'm doing better than I think I was, but I don't think it'll ever be something I'm truly good at. Exercise plan. How are you going to get your steps in? How do you get your water? How are you going to get to the gym this week? When are you going to go? How long does it take to get you there? What strategies can you use to basically make sure that it happens? Like pulling out your workout clothing and keeping it right there where you can see it, reminding you, I said I was going to the gym Wednesday morning. There it is. No roadblocks. You don't even have to go pull up the clothes. They're there, ready to go. Your min tasks, your business planning, your banking. Often going to the bank takes a little longer than we think. Your bill due dates, write them down. Make sure that I go whoosh. This is a deadline you don't want to miss, guys. Your planning. When are you doing your daily planning? When are you doing your weekly planning? Right? And your live sprints that you want to attend. Can you batch together related tasks to ensure that they get done and also take away from that, oh, it's only going to take a few minutes, I'll do it later thing. If we can put them together, makes life easier, right? Guys, and 2 minutes, and let's figure out all the nitty gritty that keeps us centered, focused, fed, and happy, hopefully, and go. Where's my calendar? That scheduled. I'm going to add a new panel for us, guys. Kind of think that would work nicely. Breaking things down. Rachel, exercise plan. Try to exercise just before my afternoon crash so that I have energy and motivation to still do it. I like that. Yeah, I find in the afternoon I've been doing the same thing. I get up and walk around and do at least a 5 minute, usually a 10, watching a video, and it kind of takes me over that hump of energy loss. Elizabeth, I will also be incorporating a bit of exercise when I can to help myself as I am able to. Sometimes I am doing better than other times. So if I can do some walking or stretching or some other exercise at times, then that is wonderful. Yes, I agree. Phyllis, update my calendar for the next 2 weeks. I had to move a few things around, but I feel it is doable now. Oh, I love that. Elizabeth, I find that getting little to no exercise affects my emotional state negatively. So some exercise when I can will help me feel better. Yes, it will. Yeah, because it gives you energy and it helps you focus. I try to walk around and get exercise before I write, and I find that it's giving me more energy on the page. And my characters, I find, are more active because I think I have that energy level to give to them. It's like you write about food when you're hungry, when you're not feeling like you have energy, your characters aren't moving around on the page either, right? So yeah, take care of you so you can take care of your writing, right? All right, guys, we're going to move on to our stage 4, which is the protagonist, you, the character who drives the action. You need to have the health, the energy, and the intention and the motivation to do the things you need to do. So we're going to take care of you, right? All right, guys, the storyboard. This is where we're going to think in terms of full days, half days, pinch days. For anyone that is new, a pinch day is those super chaotic, crazy busy days when there's a bunch of extra things thrown in that would not normally be part of your plan. Doctor's appointments, going to the pharmacy afterwards, meeting up with a friend for lunch because you happen to be in town at the same time. And while you're out there, you're going to hit some of the bigger shops that you maybe don't normally have access to. And then suddenly, what happens to your creative writing day? It's gone, right? But we still want to get some writing done. So we're going to create a pinch day where we're going to end up making sure that we get at least 5 minutes of writing in or whatever creative thing that we want to work on so that we're actually staying in touch with our projects. Our life task days, those are those errand days. Those are the days where we're out of the house more than we're in the house, making sure that there's food and, laundry soap and all the things that we need. We go and we pick up prescriptions and drop them off, or drop them off and pick them up, I should say. All those little things, the little things that add up throughout the week. We got to get those done, right? And then your true days off. You want days off. You try to schedule a max, I would say, a 6-day work week for yourself with an extra day so you could have some relaxing time and some fun time for sure in there. So you want to also look at your deep focus days. Which goal will you focus on per day? So you're giving it that nice large 2 to 3 hour block of deep focus work to make sure that you are having those opportunities to really dive in deep and have time with your novel or with another creative project you're working with or some kind of skill you're learning. Sometimes, face it, 15 minutes ain't going to do it. So we want to make sure we're giving ourselves some deep focus days too. All right, guys, let's schedule this one in. I'm just going to flip to the weekly view and try to figure out where the time is going to be for each thing, where it best fits, and go. Oops. Okay, let's see. What did you guys figure out? I was gonna make Monday a defocus day for writing. I don't think that's possible. So I think I'm gonna have to make that. I have a feeling it's gonna get bumped to Wednesday, but that tends to be Erin day. But maybe I can combine my errands into Monday and Tuesday's craziness. I can have Wednesday and get back on track. Let's see here. What did you guys come up with? Where did I go? Fill, Rita, it's cool enough now to go for a nightly walk in the fields with the pets. As for the other tasks, pretty normal stuff. Phyllis just scheduled a walking task 2 times per week. Thanks for the reminder. You're welcome. Going to start with that and try to increase it gradually. Perfect. Oh, beautiful plan. Elizabeth, I will do low energy tasks when my physical pain is worse. Yes. And make those lists, guys, definitely. Rachel, I'm scheduling 4 days off, 2 for vacation, 1 for my birthday, and 1 for when the red dragon falls upon me. Oh, hugs, hun. Rita, Wednesday morning for my Amazon research, I will start morning pages with tarot cards again. Oh, love the tarot being part of that. Good idea, hun. I love that. I will be trying that. Self-care will be you need to refill the well, guys. Doing your favorite activities, getting outdoors, try something new, journaling, scheduling your self-care. You deserve it and you need it, at least 50%. The other one we want to be looking at is our mental health days and our buffer days. Make sure you schedule in your sick day, guys. You need them for, if you don't end up needing them, they're bonus days. But if they're in your plan, that means you have room for them. Your low energy days. I have a feeling that Wednesday is probably going to be a low energy day, so that probably is a bad idea to make a deep focus day. Catch up day. You can't always schedule this one, but see if you can maybe find a place in your schedule where you think it might work. You might have to move it over a day or so, but have it somewhere where you can actually get things done. And your reset days, these can be your off days, right? Where you're taking it off, you're taking a break from routine, and this is just your reset. You have a whole bunch of new projects starting on the other side of it. You're finishing things up, and this is your time just to kind of get all the little tendrils taken care of, right? So schedule in your mental health and sick days. If you don't need them, they become bonus days. Okay, guys, 2 minutes, and let's figure out where everything's going to fit in terms of our self-care and our mental health buffer days and breaking them down as to what's needed where. Okay, what can I do? do I need to do? Hmm. What did you guys come up with? I made a bunch of notes. I found that I couldn't quite figure out where things are gonna be because there's some unknowns in there of how much energy I'm gonna have after all this birthday party stuff. Because we still have to do the group birthday party. We're doing that on Tuesday. Let's see. Where am I here? Elizabeth, I will probably be needing sick days since I am still in the process of healing my gut microbiome after 4 rounds of antibiotics in under 4 months. Oh, that's tough on the gut, definitely. Hey, Jess, how's it going, hon? Let's see. Jess, Lexi left about 45 minutes ago. I'm going to be able to eat while we write after all since she left in time. Nice. Okay, guys. We are going into our final pieces here of the story beats, the frame over which you drape your plot. This is where we're going to pull out our weekly plan and make our general idea of what we think the shape our week is going to be. Everything is subject to change, but we give it some idea so we can give ourselves the time that we're making sure that we're blocking things out and giving ourselves the time we need to make sure that everything is happening as it should. All right, guys. So the outline, you're going to create your master plan ideal week. You're going to create Monday's plan, including your top 3. You're going to populate your planner. You're going to schedule your self-care, your mental health and buffer days. As you create your outline for the week, can you successfully manage to do everything you've chosen with the time you have? Make adjustments as needed. Once you start putting it out on paper, sometimes we realize that we cannot do what we think we're going to do. We don't have time to do 20K this week and towards our novel. It's maybe a 10K week. Change it out accordingly and, adjust, right? Let's see. Rachel, I don't have mental health days as opposed to sections of time that I block out of to sit on the couch and read or watch Netflix or YouTube. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it was. I missed that part. Oh, it's my daughter's. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And as always, celebrate your successes, your gold star moments, and your best fixes. How will your story end? Only you can tell. Follow the plot and enter your new world and the new reality that you are creating a little bit by bit each day. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to have to get off of here now because we have about a 14-minute break before we're back with our writing sprints. So I'm going to jump off. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you in a little over 10 minutes so we can get our writing done for the day. Kick back, relax a little bit if you can, tidy up your space, refresh your glass of water, get your favorite beverage, reset your space with your writing, and I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Okay, bye. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye guys.